Hey guys, this is Nate. I'm here with Josh Stilts. He's one of the designers of the Boys This Is Going to Hurt. From the comments in the campaigns, we've had some people asking questions about the rules, so we have Josh here while we wait for the rules to get final approval and have an alpha uploaded to the campaign. One note, the game is also available to play on Tabletop Simulator as of Wednesday, November 25th. In the meantime, let's have Josh provide us with an overview, and I'll go ahead and ask a few questions. Josh, take it away.
First of all, thank you everyone who has supported our campaign and everyone who's thinking about supporting our campaign. Hopefully by playing this, you will get a sense of all the love and effort we put into this to show you what we've got going. This is a game where your job is to build a team strong enough to take down Homelander. In order to do so, you're going to need resources including Compound V, cash, and blackmail to recruit beta and alpha characters from the comics. You're going to need enough beta characters to recruit alpha characters, and you're going to need enough alpha characters to eventually take down Homelander. Every round, you're going to get a certain amount of money. You're going to get 10 million and one resource card. Resource cards can range from additional action points, Compound V, or the ability to steal resources from your other players. Each round, every player will also get 3 action points, which they can use to move around the board, attempt to recruit characters, or draw additional character cards or resource cards. To help them along, we've also included 2 missions to start everybody off. These missions can range from sabotaging another player and stealing their resources to recruiting a beta character.
Awesome. And those are on, what's the game element that those are sitting on?
These are our player mats. So every player will have their own player mat, which will give a brief rundown of the rules, what you can use your 3 action points on to move to locations, sabotage another player, recruit a character, draw one of the alpha, beta, or resource cards, or moving to the black market spaces, which there are 4 of. In those, you can buy additional resources like Compound V or blackmail that you'll need in order to recruit those characters, or redeem CIA cash cards for additional money.
Okay, awesome. And then if we can go back to the board, there's a lot of different decks sitting around the board. Is it possible to just kind of go over each one real briefly?
Absolutely. So the mission card deck, after you complete a mission, or once per round, you can go to a black market space and exchange one of the mission cards for a new one. Once you complete a mission, you get a new one as well. Over here is the resource deck. Like I said, these can include everything from Compound V to additional weapons that you can one-time use weapons that from the comics that you can use to help you recruit characters, or additional action points or money. The beta character deck and the alpha character deck.
I love those card backs.
Thanks. They're fantastic art. From the alpha deck, every alpha character card in the deck also has a corresponding place on the board. And if we can zoom in here for a second, you'll see that the beta character cards will all have a thumbtack in the upper right-hand corner. That thumbtack and the color corresponds to the space the players will need to move to in order to recruit that character. For example, if they wanted to recruit Blarneycock, they would have to move to one of the blue spaces, pay the recruitment cost, which is 15 million and 1 Compound V, and then roll enough combat dice and use up to a +3 hit bonus using either resources or Compound V to match the 7 HP or exceed it. With the alpha character cards, let's draw one here. All right, Queen Maeve. Queen Maeve has her own corresponding space on the board. You can see it over here in the red right here. The player would have to move to that exact space and then pay the recruitment cost of 2 blackmail and 2 Compound V, and then roll enough combat dice and get enough hits between that and their resources to match or exceed the 18.
Okay, awesome. And then what are the other decks here? I see a couple more we haven't gone over.
One other thing I want to throw at the audience here.
Excellent.
With the beta character cards, you are going to see a black die. That is a combat die. For every beta recruited, you're going to get one additional combat die. The alphas have the red combat die, which have far higher numbers on them, thus giving you a better chance of rolling a much higher number to take down another alpha or Homelander. Speaking of Homelander, the last deck is called the Homelander Attacks deck. It wouldn't be a game with the boys without Homelander messing everything up and trying to take over the world. Each round, the players will flip over one Homelander attack card. These attacks can vary from a doomsday alert in which he will attack an entire sector, making that sector cost players an additional action point to recruit from, whether it's a beta character card or an alpha character card, to having players turn in their money up to $10 million. So they have a wide variety. The reason we built it that way is so that you will never play the same game twice.
I love that. Awesome. And what about the tokens at the top of the board?
The tokens at the top of the board are your money tokens, your compound B tokens, your beta dice, your alpha dice, your blackmail, and these are the doomsday cards. So if that card had come up, we would put one over the orange sector right over here, which would indicate that if anybody wanted to recruit a character from here, alpha or beta, they would have to spend an additional action point to do so. Each game you will have 21 rounds before Homelander wipes the board and the game is over. The other thing that I will add is once a Doomsday Alert card is flipped over, Homelander will increase his hit point total. At the beginning of the game, he starts at 30 hit points, and then he will get a +2 bonus to his hit point total for every Homelander attack there is, up to 6. I can't wait for the audience, for you guys to see this game and get your hands on it. Hopefully you get lots of time this weekend with friends and family and get to play this online, even though we might not be able to be together for it.
That's awesome. Thanks so much.